what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. Meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He was brought down by Will Harris. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
On the carry.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 1st and goal, a good chance for our 1st touchdown of the new season. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves, and the Express.
And he's going to bowl his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight there. 3 down. 57's the mark. Watch 57. Watch the roll, watch the roll. Check 26, check 26.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Derek Brown.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Jackson on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Forced under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block at the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 43.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Found his target, it's Anderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Is good.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And this one's incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Open man is Quintez Cephas.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the Lions first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Taken in the end zone.
Oh, nice move. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Carry on Johnson, the ball carrier. Derek Brown on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it with Johnson.
1-yard line.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The Lion ball
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Monday. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got you, pop. Let go.
From the gun, Stafford. And an incomplete pass.
Stafford.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 45 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at that.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one taken in by Cephas. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Crunch time. Hurry up, get set. Kill.
Once again, it's Swift. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on third down, Stafford. Little short pass to James, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
It's a gain of 8.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas, and it's 3rd and short. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To go.
Again, it's Stafford. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They're on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Check 52. White.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the red flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Open man is Anderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason. And what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
They wound up getting nothing out of that second down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Lions on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Stay 50. Stay 50. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go. 45. 45. 45's Mike. 45. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
From the gun, Stafford. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Get the ball.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's get it together, D.
They snap it to Stafford. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They begin the drive with Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Stafford here coming off his pick six. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Running is Swift. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down.
And the Lions first down.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Here we go. 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For T.J. Hockenson.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
32.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on first down, Stafford. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
53, Mike, 53. Here we go, Let's go now, let's go. Check. 49.
Here's Bowden, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, Jackson. And it is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
1st down, Detroit.
Hey, blue 60. Check 45 the mic. Let's go, D. 45 the mic. 59.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10, Stafford again.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Panthers.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick 6s from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick 6s in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Just a rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last throw here for Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Today's final
A big offensive